Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Paige, and today I'm going to do the hashtag #iteachtoo teacher tag. So my beautiful and wonderful friend over at Too Cool for Middle School has created an amazing tag. Go ahead and check her tag video out. I will link it in the description box below. She posts awesome videos, and not just about teacher stuff. She posts videos about her little baby, fashion, makeup videos. But she also posts teacher videos too, and she has great content. So go ahead over there and check her out. So let's get started with this tag. What do you teach and where? I teach 5th grade reading and social studies in Kansas City, Kansas. I absolutely love my job. It's the perfect age range. I really love 5th graders. Like 5th graders still have that. They still want to do a good job, and they're still sassy, but they still really want to do a good job. I feel like as you move up, the apathy level kind of increases. However, I definitely see myself teaching middle school in the future. I think that's probably where I'll end up. But yes, right now 5th grade, that's probably way more than you needed to know for that question. Sorry, I'll try to keep it shorter so this video isn't like 18 minutes long. How long have you been teaching? This school year will actually be my 2nd year teaching, so I am fresh out the boat, eager, excited, love to try new things. Yeah. Did you always know you wanted to be a teacher? I think deep down I always knew I would enjoy being a teacher. I mean, when I was a senior, I was a teacher's aide for my old 5th grade teacher. But when I went to college, my first year, I was pre-law. I wanted to be a lawyer, which I still think I would have made a kick-butt lawyer. But I wasn't feeling it. And then I was like, oh, I'm gonna do psychology. I wasn't feeling it, and finally I'm like, I'll do education. Not that it's a bad thing, I don't know, when you're younger, you just think with dollar signs. I mean, I did, and I wanted a big, powerful, make a lot of money job. But at the end of the day, it's all about what makes you happy. And what makes me happy and what I am meant to do is to be a teacher. So I'm good with it. What is your typical teacher outfit of the day? Currently, I have been wearing a lot of LuLaRoe. I love me some LuLaRoe. But yeah, I like flowy tops and leggings underneath. So like, obviously the flowy top has to cover enough, and then I wear leggings, and I love the winter because I love boots. I love my boots with the little heel on them. I like the way it sounds walking down the hallway, click clack click clack click clack. I feel like a boss. I'm like, yeah, you can hear me coming. I love wearing my boots. Yeah, so just kind of flowy tops, leggings, comfy, big sweaters, just stuff like that. What do you usually bring for lunch? Guys, I am the worst at packing lunches. So I try to be healthy. This coming school year, I have, my goal is to pack my chicken breast and rice every day. We'll see if that works. Last school year, I ate a lot of the school lunches. I mean, I kind of like our school lunches. It has a full salad bar, and some of the meals are really good. So I ate a lot of school lunch. Or I would just sometimes get those smart ones, those frozen meals. Yeah, not the most creative with my lunches. I'm sure I could be doing a lot better. What is one of your favorite books about teaching? I have quite a few to show you. So I'll start with one that you guys probably have already heard of and used. Don't mind the tag that's still on it. The Daily 5 book by Boucher and Moser. The sisters, as they like to call themselves. I love Daily 5. I don't follow it to a T, but I take, just like with anything, I think in teaching you kind of pick and choose what works for your classroom, and you can alter things, customize it to fit the needs of your kids. So love the Daily 5 book. It's a good framework to kind of start with, you know. Let's see. This book, this is called Other People's Children, Cultural Conflict in the Classroom. This attacks all of the different conflicts that can arise with different cultures in your classroom, and a lot of like things that happen when you have students of a different culture or background, like stereotyping, child deficit assumptions, stuff like that. It really attacks those issues and kind of tells you how you can fix it, how you can become a better advocate for your culturally diverse students, and how you can have a true culturally responsive classroom. Along the same lines, I really like this book called Savage Inequalities by Jonathan Kozol. This is just about how urban schools are very, very unequal to our schools in suburban environments, and it's so eye-opening. It will make you angry, but for me, it just made me dedicated. It really made me like, this is not okay. And so as a teacher, it makes me strive to really work to make sure that my kids are getting the best education that they can get anywhere. I don't care if we are in an urban or poor area, they are going to get a top-notch education just like those people down in the suburbs. So I love this book. And then lastly, Learning While Black by Janice Hale. This is all about creating educational excellence for children of color, African American children, to be specific. You know, a lot of times people will say, a lot of teachers will say, and I'm going off on a tangent now, but a lot of teachers will say, oh, I'm colorblind, I don't see color, I accept everyone. That's not okay for me, that doesn't cut it for me. By you being colorblind, you're not seeing the child. By you being colorblind, you're saying that the person's culture, it doesn't matter, and it does. So when you have a black student, a Hispanic student, you need to take their you can't be colorblind, and you need to learn how to teach those students, because it's different, because their culture is different, where they come from is different, how they learn might be different. So I'm sorry, let me stop. Those are just some books that I think are really great that you should look into. Stepping off of my my podium, my soapbox now. Sorry. What is one of your favorite teacher movies? Okay, the best teacher movie, in my opinion, is Lean on Me. Guys, if you have not seen it, you need to watch it, especially if you work in an urban area. It's just going to give you all the feels. Oh my goodness, maybe I can like insert a little clip without YouTube like finding me. Probably not. Who was your favorite teacher? My favorite teacher would have to be my 5th grade teacher. She was actually my 2nd grade teacher, and then she moved up to 5th, so she was my 5th grade teacher too. She was just really special. I think one of the things that makes me who I am today with being a teacher, and the thing that I'm strongest at as a teacher, is building relationships with my students. And this teacher, my grandpa died when I was in 2nd grade, and I remember she came to my house that weekend, and she brought oranges. I remember she brought a bunch of oranges over, and we just walked around my yard, and she talked to me, and it just, like, at the time, I mean, I thought it was special at the time, but when I look back on it, it is so incredibly special that she did that, and that is not something that a lot of teachers do. I mean, and you know, and I think about myself in 2nd grade, and because I knew that she respected me enough and cared about me enough to come drive to my house and spend time with me after my grandpa passed away, I tried more in her class. I wanted to do well for her because I felt like she cared about who I was and how I was doing. And so, yeah, and so when I went to 5th grade, you know, I adored her, and like some of the things, I still remember specific things in papers that I wrote in her class. And so I really loved her as a teacher. And what's really cool is a couple of weeks ago, she just retired after teaching for like 30-something years, and I got to go to her retirement party, and she cried when she saw me, and it was really sweet, and it was wonderful. So yes, Mrs. Schutte, you're the bomb. But I also have to talk about high school too, because I had a high school teacher. Her name is Fred. Well, we all called her Fred, but it was Mrs. Fredericks. And gosh, talk about building relationships. Like, anyone felt like if they had a problem, they could go to Fred's room and talk to her, and she would listen, and she would, you know, give advice. She was wonderful, and she was a wonderful teacher. I mean, I learned so much in her classes. I learned how to write an APA paper or MLA, one of those, you know, with like in text citations, and I feel like I learned a lot. Like, she really prepared me for college level papers, and and she's one of those teachers that, because I had such a good relationship with her, like, I wanted my papers to be bomb for her. Like, I would work so hard on my papers because I wanted her to like them, because I had a relationship, and she cared about us, and so I wanted to do a good job too. So I guess all of this goes back to man, building relationships with kids are so important, because those are the kids that are going to remember you as a teacher. Those kids that you really took the time to get to know, and you want them to be all your kids. So man, those first few weeks of school, you just need to get to know those kids and really build relationships, because it's going to make all the difference. Who are some of your favorite teacher, YouTubers, Instagram, Snapchatters, etc.? So I think that watching other teachers on YouTube is so important. There's so many teachers that I just absolutely love to watch, and it's important because as a teacher, we are always growing and learning from others. Like, teaching is just not a isolated profession. You need to be watching other teachers and seeing what other people are doing, so that maybe they're doing something that you don't necessarily love, and so you can be like, you know, I don't like that idea, but maybe they're doing something that's awesome, and so you can take that and you can, you know, change it to what you want it to be for yourself. So I just wanted to start with, I think it is so important that we watch other teachers on YouTube in our building, and we're just always open to collaboration, because that's what's going to make us grow as a person. That being said, here are some teacher YouTubers that I absolutely love to watch. Obviously, I love Megan over at Too Cool for Middle School. She created this tag. She has great videos. Go check her out. I really love watching Tina Beitler. She just changed her YouTube name though. I believe it is A Cozy Classroom, and I will leave a link to her channel in the description box. Any channel that I mention, I will make sure to link them. I really love Jennifer from Genuine Teaching. I watched her videos when I was like a student teacher, and I really enjoyed her videos, her content that she puts out. And just one for like good measure, just like my teacher goals. I'm sure you know her because she has tons of followers, but I really love Bridget over at The Letter Classroom. Sometimes she makes me overwhelmed with all her crazy ideas, but they're so awesome, and I really enjoy watching her. I always feel inspired after watching her. So those are some of my favorite teacher YouTubers. Go ahead and check them out, because like I said, it's so important that we watch each other on YouTube, because that's what this is about. Like, if you're going to be on YouTube watching videos or putting out content, you need to be watching other teachers too, because it's all about collaboration, and this is a community. This is more than just a place to put out videos for other people to watch. This is a community of teachers coming together to help teachers be awesome teachers. So go check all those people out, and let me know if there's someone that you really love to watch. Leave their channel down in the comments, and I will go check them out. What is one of your best classroom management tips? I have hit on this several times throughout this video, but honestly guys, it starts with building a relationship with your kids. I am telling you, if you are building relationships with your kids, and you know your kids, and you understand who they are and where they come from, you are going to know what works for them and what doesn't work for them. Furthermore, they are going to feel like they want to do well in your classroom, and it's really going to build the motivation. And like that's like my #1 tip is, if you're having troubles with your kids in your classroom, you feel like you don't have control over something, make sure that you've taken the time to build relationships. Now, obviously that's not going to cut it for the only type of classroom management I know. There's tons of different little management tips that I could give you, but the big one is the relationship with your kids. What is your classroom climate like? If you have a positive classroom climate, that's going to really solve a lot of problems. What is one reason you decided to become a teacher? I see teaching, especially teaching in urban areas, as a form of activism for social justice. I think good teaching in the urban core is an act of social justice, and I think that we need good teachers. I think that we have areas that are underserved and unequal, and I want to stop that. I want to break the cycle. I want our urban schools to thrive and succeed. I don't want socioeconomic status to play into why some kids graduate high school and the others don't. I am very, very passionate about that, and that's one of the biggest reasons why I became a teacher, because I truly, truly want to make a difference in kids' lives, especially kids who don't have anyone to advocate for them and to stand in their corner, especially kids in the urban core. Alright, that looks like we are done. All 11 questions. Let's see how long this video turned out to be, because you know I got off on some tangents back there. But anyways, thank you so much for watching this, especially if you made it all the way to the end. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel to see more videos from me. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment in the comment section below so we can chat, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!